Hello, today I will tell you about late marriage indication, late marriage sign indication in our hand. So, first of all, I will tell you where is place in marriage line in our hand. And palmistry, marriage line tell everything about your relationship status, your happiness of marriage, divorce, separation, long-term breakup. So all the things which is related to marriage. Now, in palmistry, marriage line are present on the side of both hands, left and right, under the little finger. And if there are so many rules in palmistry, uh, if we need to check in female case, so left hand of female for marriage point of view, and when we need to check especially in boy or male case, then right hand of boy male for marriage point of view. So if your marriage line are place totally different in your both hands, then we have to count very deep and darkest line, especially dark line, as a marriage line, because there are so many marriage line are close to the little finger, but these lines show your relationship marriage, your relationship, especially there are so many people's their breakup, especially long term breakup. So we have to check first of all which is deepest line in your hand, especially in female case left hand and male case for right hand. So if marriage line is if your marriage line and heart line, if your marriage line and if your marriage line and heart line have huge difference, have huge gap, then your marriage will be delay. And if your many marriage lines are present on your middle finger, that means it's also indicate your marriage will be delay. But sometime delay marriage will be show your love marriage. So if I talk about I if I these lines consider to the astrology, then in astrology, because astrology and palmistry is also interrelated, interconnected. So because your mount sign, your especially your Jupiter mount, your Saturn mount, your Mercury mount, all the mounts always, especially your fat line is also show the Saturn line. If your marriage line goes towards Saturn, if your marriage line, if your Saturn line is directly expected and goes towards in marriage line, then your marriage life will be disturbed and marriage will be delay, but stable marriage, not break up, not break your marriage. Whenever your Saturn plays in your fifth house, first house, seventh house, 10th house, then automatically your marriage will be delay. But your marriage can be delay but stable, and might be high chances if he and she will do love marriage, and marriage will be intercaste. So if your hand show your marriage will be delay, then automatically your birth chart also show the marriage will be delay, because palmistry and astrology is interrelated. Because when you were born, your destiny right on your hand, and right and write same on your birth chart, because your birth chart is a map of your life, and your planets in your birth chart and mounts in your hand totally both are similar, same, because in your birth chart Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, all the planets show your destiny. And the same on the other hand, your hand mounts Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn show your destiny, your success, your marriage. So there are many tools we can check your marriage life, your marriage status, and how will be your marriage. If I talk about the palmistry is always show some sign, and which I talk about, and you can see the picture on display which is totally showing delay marriage, but the marriage will be stable. So some marriage will be not fruitful for us. So if you want to know about your marriage life, if you want to about your marriage, when will you get married, then you have to see your hand. If you are male, you check your right hand. If you're female, you check your left hand and see where is and which is deepest line. If you are not understand which is the deepest line, sometime parallel line, two parallel lines also deepest line, and you have to confuse which is one of the deepest line and which is the marriage line. So you have to check your horoscope, your birth chart. You can easily judge, yes, my marriage will be delay. How can you check? If you are confused in palmistry, you never understand, then you have to check your birth chart. Just put your date of birth data in apps, and you can check your status of the marriage. How? If your Saturn is placed in your first house, seventh house, fifth house, 10th house, then definitely your marriage will be delay. But that show your marriage will be delay after the 32 year. But marriage will be successful, marriage will be fruitful, because Saturn in your hand, Saturn in your birth chart show your delay of the marriage, sometime long term breakup in your early age, it's also show Saturn. So Saturn is play a big role in your palm, in your horoscope, because every one person born with their destiny, your karma. Your left hand shows your deeds which have you done. Your right hand shows your karma which are you doing. If you did any good deed, you will get definitely good result. If you did any bad deed, you will definitely receive any bad deed, because if you cheat any one person in your early life, then you will definitely cheat from your spouse, because you spoil your karma. So you have to careful about, especially in relationship matter, don't be cheat any one person, because if because there are so many sign show in your hands and show in our hands. Sometime you see a girl marry with a boy, and a girl did love marriage, okay, intercaste, but she received deceived, she received cheat from spouse. So how can you judge? Because she did cheat in a previously life, in a previously age, especially in early age, with any one person. If you cheat, if you are a girl, a boy, and you did cheat anyone in early age, especially before 23, 25, then if your horoscope, your hand lines show your delay of the marriage, you will definitely get cheat from your spouse, because Rahu is the big planet, and Rahu is a play is a big role in your, especially in cheat matter. So